I sent this text out quite a few times last night. Oh, ye of little faith. I'm not naming any names, but wow, has President Trump proven so many people wrong in 5.5 months? That includes many people who voted for him in November. You know who you are. That includes members of Congress, other world leaders. It's all kinds of people. I hope now you are finally on board. Let's start with the one big, beautiful bill. This was President Trump's plan all from the start.
I like one big, beautiful bill, and I always have, I always will. We're looking at the one bill versus two bills, and whatever it is, doesn't matter. We're going to get the result.
Plenty of naysayers out there said it was impossible, let alone have it signed by today. Remember what some members of Congress were suggesting at the beginning of this idea? Well, I'll point to this. Senate Majority Leader John Thune, he was kicking around the idea of those two bills, as you heard from President Trump. The first one, it would be about border defense and energy. The second would be about tax policy. I think not. That wasn't going to cut it for the president. He had to give them a kick in the ass is basically what he had to do. And I don't blame Senator Thune or anyone else for thinking differently. The way I see it, President Trump is reminding the GOP and really the country of what is possible. And it's refreshing. It's a reminder of what winning is like and what it takes. And yes, that means at times working throughout the night on behalf of the American people, even if it means through a holiday. Being in Congress is a privilege, not a luxury, contrary to what some people in there think. And here's what they wrote in New York Magazine about this bill. Thanks to this bill, Trump could resign tomorrow and still point to an enduring legacy. That's it. It's cemented. Trump just a little while ago signing the big, beautiful bill outside the White House. Here's some of that.
In a few moments, we're going to make official the greatest victory yet, when I signed the one big, beautiful bill. And before I start, I want to tell you that I've never seen people so happy in our country because of that, because so many different groups of people are being taken care of. The golden age of America is upon us. We are in the golden age. It's going to be a period of time, the likes of which I don't think this country has ever experienced before. We're going to make America great again, and it's happening very fast.
Look, the status quo of dragging our feet on everything government-related just isn't going to cut it for him, and we shouldn't accept that as citizens either. Congress should be pushed to the edge to get work done. But you know what? Like anything else, after you've been pushed to the limits that you thought you had, you'll find out there are new limits that you can handle. You're tougher than what you thought. That you can push the boundaries even further, and I truly believe that's what the president is showing Congress that they can do. They just needed someone in the Oval Office to remind them, hey, it's possible. That thinking outside the box is possible. Like my next point, tariffs. Oh, man, did I get so many texts and calls from people saying, oh, what in the world is he doing? Everyone in the world all of a sudden became a global economic expert. The economy, everybody, the stock market, it was all going to come crashing down.
Donald Trump is clearly crashing the economy in real time, and he's driving us toward a recession.
We're on the road to both inflation and recession.
Inflation-weary Americans will see even higher prices on virtually everything. And that adds to the deepening concerns among economists that the U.S. and indeed much of the world may be on a collision course with a recession.
To the people who called me concerned, I said, well, number one, he campaigned on this. What do you think he was doing? What do you think was going to happen? And number two, give it some time. My God. Here was my thought. Have y'all not just watched our country get absolutely gutted of our manufacturing over the last few decades? I have. Are we supposed to just carry on with our heads buried in the sand? It's about time someone does something. And what do you know? The economy seems to be doing pretty darn well. The stock market holistically is at all-time highs. The U.S. just added 147,000 jobs in June, soundly beating estimates. The unemployment rate fell from 4.1%. It was up to 4.2%. The Bureau of Statistics reported on Thursday the job gains for April and May. Guess what? They were revised up by a combined 16,000. Y'all remember this? When the Biden-era jobs reports came out, they all had to be revised down eventually. Trump's are up, being revised up. Also, the press secretary added in this stat. American-born workers have accounted for all of the job gains since President Trump took office, and wages continue to rise. That is what I am talking about. That's what we voted for, taking care of Americans. And yes, I want Americans to get hired before or at the expense of everyone else. And you know what? I don't think that's weird. Oh, and the tariffs? Well, guess what? Here's all the money we've taken in.
And by the way, look at our stock market. We're taking in hundreds of billions of dollars on tariffs with no inflation. And today we just set another record, the highest stock market in history. No inflation.
Again, that's come with no inflation. Even though, like nearly all the economic experts, they said inflation would run rampant. There's been nothing but winning, and you all know what it is. I can go on and on tonight. The border, it's secure. Deportations, they are about to ramp up in a big way with added funding from the One Big Beautiful Bill, because guess what? It needs to. And if it doesn't, then basically we are giving an okay to letting in 20 million people. That can't happen. Just can't happen. We're also getting the border wall finished, the Golden Dome just as well for funding from the bill. Also, seniors. You basically won't pay taxes on your Social Security because your deductions are being raised so high, it'll exceed your taxable Social Security income. According to the White House, guess what? 88% of all seniors who receive Social Security will pay no tax on their Social Security benefits. So many wins have gone on. Iran, guess what? Not getting a nuke. Israel and Iran, they agreed to a ceasefire. The president has ended 2 other wars around the world, India and Pakistan, and Congo and Rwanda in Africa. Heck, when is the last time you saw something like this? A president throw a military parade in the Capitol celebrating our military. I wish we had video of that. Part of the President Trump's goal is reminding us all how cool it is to be an American. He said it way back in 2015 when he came down the golden escalator from Trump Tower.
And we also need a cheerleader. We need somebody that can take the brand of the United States and make it great again.
You know, while I was writing this motto tonight, I felt like, I was all over the place. I was trying to fill in and fit in all the progress that has been going on the last 5.5 months. But that's because, and I said this at the beginning of this, he is pushing the pace of getting things done to something we haven't seen in a very long time. Or for many in this country, you've never seen a president move at this speed. Like I said, people, they're not used to it. Change is hard. Congress members, they're not used to it. But I think it's a good thing. Wait until Congress gets a little more practice, and then they do get used to it. They get used to moving at his speed. Then who knows? Who knows what can happen? I think it's exciting. As the president said, golden age, anyone? I think so. And more than ever, Americans are starting to believe in it.